She stood before the mirror, applying the kind of smile she saved for strangers, fake, practiced, and hollow. I tightened the knot of my tie, a scratchy strip of cheap polyester. She glanced at it with the same disdain you'd give a stain. "Don't come to the gala," she said, eyes still fixed on her reflection. "Why not?" I asked. "I told him you're a lawyer," she replied, her tone frosty. "You did what?" Her voice sharpened like a blade. "I couldn't exactly tell them you collect garbage. I'll say you're sick. To stay home." It wasn't the insult that hit me. It was how effortlessly it left her lips, like it had always been her truth. I didn't argue. I didn't raise my voice. I simply left, walked out of the house, away from her, away from the version of our life she had scripted. But I wasn't finished. We'd met 7 years earlier. She was temping at a real estate office, and I had just lost my job landscaping. To make ends meet, I took a night shift on a garbage truck. She admired my work ethic, or maybe she liked how much I worked for her. She climbed quickly in her career. Sharp, charming, prettier than she admitted. Things changed when she started spending time with the executives, laughing differently, dressing more expensively, dreaming bigger. At first, I thought it was just ambition. I told myself she was evolving, growing into who she was meant to be. What I didn't realize was that she was outgrowing me. I saw it in small things. She tilted her phone away when I passed. She wore makeup out but came home barefaced. She flinched when I tried to hold her hand in public. Then one night, I overheard a phone call. "No, he's not coming. He's complicated." She had no idea I was standing just beyond the doorway, frozen. The next morning, I made her favorite coffee. Just like always, she didn't even acknowledge it. That was the day I stopped asking questions. No more "where you going?" or "who were you texting?" I let her believe her deception was working. Meanwhile, I started watching. I worked during the day, but at night, I learned how to dig digitally. I retrieved deleted messages, recovered passwords, accessed old records. I wasn't fueled by rage. I was methodical, focused. Turned out, she was sleeping with her boss, David Wexler, married, CO, the kind of man who wore infidelity like cologne and called his assistant sweetheart. He had a pattern, charging personal trips to the company, disguising luxury expenses as business costs. Her name was on several of those invoices. They thought they were careful. But her social media gave everything away. Dates, scenery, designer items. I matched every post with timestamps from company records. I didn't confront her. I gathered evidence. Quietly, thoroughly. The gala was the firm's biggest night. Press, investors, potential mergers. Reputation was everything. I rented a hotel room across the street. From the window, I watched her enter the ballroom, radiant, elegant, empty. At exactly 8:07 p.m., I hit send. One email. The file went to the board, HR, a handful of journalists, and most poetically, Wexler's wife. Inside, proof of the affair, corporate fraud, misuse of power, along with one anonymous message. Your prize employee helped him do it. Then I turned off my phone. At midnight, I powered it back on. It buzzed nonstop. 32 missed calls, 16 voicemails. Her coworkers, Wexler, his wife. I listened to just one. She was panicking. "Please call me. I don't know what's happening." They found emails. David's wife showed up. He's yelling, "Please." I didn't mean to lie to me, to humiliate me, to trade her soul for a job title. I sat back and watched the aftermath unfold online. By 2 a.m., it was everywhere. Corporate scandal. CEO exposed during gala. She came home at dawn. Makeup streaked. Shoes in hand. Her face pale, drained. I was already on the couch. She looked at me like I was a stranger. "You did this," she whispered. I said nothing. Just stared. Let her sit in the silence I'd lived in for months. She cracked first. "I was scared," she said. "You don't get it. They admire me now. I needed to be someone they respected." I stood and walked to the kitchen. "Was I ever enough for you?" I asked. She didn't reply. That silence told me everything. She lost her job that same week. Wexler resigned. His wife filed for divorce. Investors pulled out. Her name became a stain. They couldn't scrub from the company's legacy. And me? I got promoted. Sanitation supervisor. I manage 38 people now. Benefits, pension, real respect. Not bad for a so-called garbage collector. She tried to apologize later. Said she missed me. Said we could start again. But I don't recycle garbage. Justice doesn't always come with noise. Sometimes it's quiet, surgical. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is say nothing. And the most powerful place to stand is the one they told you to avoid.